Hello and welcome to another episode of Live Feed with your host, Richard Santiago. In keeping up with the count, we are currently up to the follow count, that is. We are currently up to 4,927 last time we checked. So thank you to everyone who's telling your friends about us. We do appreciate it. We want to let you know that Live Feed with your host Richard Santiago is brought to you by thebullyexposed.com, a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to helping survivors of bullying, and brought to you by Dear Bully. Dear Bully will premiere on Vimeo on June 7th, so do not forget that, folks. Get your Vimeo account now. Search for thebullyexposed.com. Send us subscribe to our channel so that you get all the information on when the film comes out. Also brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher. For all your teacher resources, you want to check out travelingtechteacher.com. And Lawrence from LSJ, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you doing? Today, we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about
how to save your child from relational aggression.
All right, how to save your child from relational aggression. I thought I'd just play around, being that I have the computer in front of me. What you think about that, Lawrence? So, in order to know what that is, we should define it, right? So, let's make sure that everybody understands what the definition of relational aggression is.
Relational aggression is a type of aggression in which harm is caused by damaging someone's relationships or social status.
All right, so now we know that. I'm doing good as well, Lawrence. Thank you for asking. So now that you're finished with, did you finish college? Are you going to do more college? Or are you done? You're going to start, what's your next step? Or were you just graduating from high school? What was that graduation going on the other day? And congratulations, of course. So, best way to deal with relational aggression as a parent is to take a closer look at your own behavior. Sometimes as parents, life does get stressful, and we might be a little tougher on the kids than normal. So one of the first things you should do when dealing with how to save your child from relational aggression is to take a closer look at your own behavior as a parent. Okay, so Lauren says, I just graduated high school. Oh, okay. And I plan to attend a university. Awesome. No idea what university yet. What are you going to major in, Lawrence? So, number one, take a closer look at your own behavior as a parent. Very important. Number two, enhance her or his emotional intelligence. That's extremely important. You know, allowing them to feel the emotions without limiting them. I think that's very important. Maybe if you tell a boy that he's not allowed to cry, that to me is eliminating or not enhancing your child's emotional intelligence. Also, if you have a girl and you're telling her to always smile, that's not going to enhance her her emotional intelligence as well. So number two, enhance his or her emotional intelligence. Number three, foster healthy self-esteem. That's important for any child. Healthy self-esteem is very important. I think that's the base to everything that is important with children. So Lawrence goes on to say, I'm either going to go to Mid-Tennessee University or the community college near me, or community college here in Free. It seems more ideal to go, but I'll see what happens. I'm sorry, I can't read it against the white text against the background. So that's what took me so long to read that. I apologize. Awesome, awesome. You know, there's a lot of kids that will go to a community college to get their prerequisites out of the way, and then go to a university to save money. If you got scholarships or anything like that, then jump right into a university. But if money's an issue, I would probably take that route, you know, to go to a community college and then to get your prerequisites out of the way and then jump to a university. But that's up to you. But good luck with whatever you do. What I don't know if you answered this. What are you gonna major in? What is it that you want to do when you're done? So number 4 is encourage healthy relationships. That is extremely important. Make sure that your child's best friend is not a bully, or that your child's best friend doesn't bully other kids. That's important. Number 5, avoid pushing him or her towards cliques. Okay, we know what cliques are, right? Groups of people that have the same social interests, but don't allow others to join in. So don't push him or her towards cliques. That's extremely important. Lady Noir, how are you doing? So I gotta do my song for Lady Noir. Come, get some. I'm number 1. I rock the mic, but I can't get enough, and I will snuff any bully in front of me. Yo, it's inherited. It runs in the family. Yeah, it runs in the family. Lady Noir, and I know that you heard of me. How you doing, Lady Noir? Yes, long time no see. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, number 5. Number 6. Discuss the dangers of gossip, backstabbing, and rumor spreading. That's important. Lady Noir, thank you for joining us. We are going over how to save your child from relational aggression. That's what we are doing today, Lady Noir.
How to save your child from relational aggression.
Yes. So, number 6 is discuss the dangers of gossiping, backstabbing, and rumor spreading. Very important. I'm glad you like it, Lady Noir. So, Lawrence says, thank you, and I don't know yet, maybe music business, or I want to become an audio engineer. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Yeah, you can make a lot of money working on films and things like that. So, moving right along. Lady Noir, how is school? So, let's go to expose him or her to diversity. Very important. Especially people with diverse cultures. That's very important. I think that's the one problem with America, that nobody really embraces anyone's diversity. No one's ever seen other people living anywhere else. Thank you for smashing that heart. Lawrence, if you could do the same for me, I would appreciate that. Let's see here. Lady Noah says, I'm going to be a junior. Well, congratulations. And I'm not ready, but I passed my first exam 100%. Whoo, whoo. All right. Nice job, Lady Noir. So 7, expose him or her to diversity. Very important. And number 8 and last one, monitor her or his internet cell phone use. Yes, very important. People could be bullying him or her, or he could be bullying someone, and that's very important to check that out. So let's go through it again on today's topic. Very important one. Very important topic, and that is
how to save your child from relational aggression.
Okay, number 1, take a closer look at your own behavior, parents. Number 2, enhance his or her emotional intelligence. Number 3, foster a healthy self-esteem. Number 4, encourage healthy friendships. Number 5, avoid pushing him or her towards cliques. Number 6, discuss the dangers of gossip, backstabbing, and rumors. And number 7, expose him or her to diversity. And number 8, monitor his or her internet and cell phone use. That's very important. So, let's see. I think I had some questions come up. Yes, I did. So, I love this new feature that they have. So, I put up a question in my story, and then it comes here that I can read it to you guys. Awesome, very awesome. So, the first question: How I want to be positive, but I don't know how. That's a very good question. I really think that being positive is like dancing. It's like rapping. You know, you either got it or you don't, or, you know, I don't know. I don't know if being positive can be taught. But one thing is, you got to know that you are a good person. You got to, hello, thank you for everyone that's joining the show. Kendall, thank you for joining the show. You got to know you're a good person. You got to know that any rumors that are being spread about you are not true. That's very difficult. Very, very difficult. Wow. You just have to have faith in yourself. I think you really have to have faith in yourself and know that you're good and that no one should be able to put you down in any way, shape, or form. So that's my answer to how to be positive. Let's see. Kenzie King says, well, I usually find something that is fun and which I will get my mind. Some of it's cut off. She must be answering one of my questions about positivity, but she says that to stay positive, she usually finds something that is fun and puts that her mind into that. So that is there's one way to stay positive for the last person who had a positive take on that. So let's see this Pusen Daddy. I try to laugh it off with my friends by taking funny photos. After a while, you feel good, I believe is what she said. I remember seeing this one. So that's one way. There's another way to stay positive. There you go, guys. Laugh it off and with your friends. Take funny photos. And after a while, you will feel good. So thank you for those people that did answer those questions for me. I do appreciate that. So, Lady Noah had to go. She usually just pops in and out. She probably was at school when she started watching the show. So I hope she didn't get into any trouble. But yeah, audio engineer. That is real cool. That's real cool. That's very important, especially for a film. The sound is so important for a film, Lawrence. I always tell people that as a filmmaker, I would love to say that the visuals are the most important part of the film, but it's really the sound. Someone can give you footage, let's say from World War II, and it's really crummy footage. It could be the worst footage ever, and if you put the right sounds behind it, and you really touch up the photos as best as you can, the sound will carry the film and make the film interesting and make the people want to watch, even though you have this horrible World War II footage. So good luck to you in that. And it's really funny because most sound engineers that I know play an instrument or are into music in some way, in some form. So it's really interesting. I can't see your name. Matki, thank you for joining the show. If you want to chime in, just hit the question mark and we can start the Q&A going. But Yeah, staying positive is very important. Um, and Lawrence says, thank you for the info and advice. No problem, buddy. No problem. Um, you got to send me a link of somehow of all the music you got, because I really want to put your music in my next film if you're willing to donate it to thebullyexposed.com. Um, I am working on a film. This guy several years ago was missing. I won't say what city he is. That way, people don't figure out who I'm talking about. But he was missing, and the sisters are trying to find out what happened to him. Maybe if he's passed away, find his body so they can give him a proper burial. And I think I'm gonna work with these ladies and make a short film about his life, so that if you know anything about his disappearance, you can come forth, and maybe that way the police are able to reopen his case, because the police, I believe, have officially closed this case as a cold case. So they're never going to find out what happened to their brother. So I think that's really sad. I think that's really sad. Being a guy, I would hate for that to happen to my brother, or happen to me, even being as a guy. It shouldn't happen to anybody, male or female, just to put that out there. But I think the sisters are very nervous about doing that, because people are always afraid of what's going to happen if they stand up for their beliefs, and that's a shame. You have the right to know what happened to your brother, and if someone is willing to donate their time to you to make a film about the disappearance of your brother, to gain interest in your brother's case, so that hopefully the person that's out there that knows will come forward and either confess or say that, yes, I know what happened because this person told me. Everybody knows that there have been cases that have been cold for years. All of a sudden someone makes a film about it, and all this information starts flowing and flowing. So it's, I don't know why the sisters would not want to do that, but that's what happens, Lawrence. So I really would like to put some music to it. I mean, we always have to put music to films, otherwise it would be very boring. So, somehow get me a list of all your stuff. Maybe if you have SoundCloud, get me that playlist so I can listen to what you got, and share it with the other people in my team, so we can figure out what song would be the best song to go with anything that we're doing. All right, and that goes for all you other people. If you have original material and you're willing to donate it to thebullyexposed.com, get it to me somehow. DM me, and I'll give you the Bully Exposed email address, and then that way you can send us your playlist, and we can hear it, and we can try our best to put it on a film. I know that if I was an artist and I really wasn't that big, I would die to get my stuff on a film, because you never know what film is successful, you know. So, Lawrence, do you have any questions? Are you being bullied? Let's see. Lawrence says, yeah, I'm willing to donate my music to the film. Awesome. So, it's just a matter of getting the release forms to you. And then if you're underage, um, getting your parents to sign. If you're under 18, getting your parents to sign that, because if you're under 18, you can't join in any legal. Oh man, I'm lost for words. Say legal partnerships. There you go. If you're under 18, if you're 18, then you can join in legal partnerships, and that's not a problem. if you're under 18 and you sign that music to me, and then they find out that you're under 18, then it's it's voided, you know, because you're unable to make that decision for yourself, is what they think. I'm 18. Oh, perfect. So it should be fine. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what film I'm doing yet. I had a bunch of stuff in the works, and now, unfortunately, um, nothing. But hopefully, something will come to me by the time Dear Bully is released. And again, Dear Bully, for everyone, will be released on June 7th. Did you join the quiz that I did about that, Lawrence? About the film and the release date? A lot of people had the 7th, June 6th. Excuse me. They had June 6th. That was put on there purposely to fool everyone, and they had June 6th, and of course that's wrong. It's June 7th because my friend committed suicide on his birthday, so we're gonna release the film on the day he committed suicide and on the day of his birthday, which is very sad. And you know, every time I think about it, I think to myself, how hurt, I don't know if, for lack of a better word, how hurt he must have felt to commit suicide on his own birthday. Oh, you did the 6? Well, I'm glad that I did that quiz. I'm really glad that we came up with that quiz, because now everybody knows that it's the 7th and not the 6th. um, but yeah, that's really a shame. You know, every time I think of it, I think, God, how depressed he must have been to not think, okay, it's my birthday. I'm gonna shrug all this depression off me, and I'm gonna go out and have a good time with my friends on my birthday. No, he felt so depressed that he took his own life on his birthday, and that will always be always be with me. You know, forever, forever. That would stick with me. That's for sure. So yesterday was a good show, Lawrence. You might want to check it out. I don't know if you. It's in our IGTV library in 2 parts. You might want to check it out. We kind of went over all of the quizzes that I put up the other day, which was real good. Spread kindness with Sam. Thank you for joining the show. I thought of killing myself years ago, but I never could do it. I couldn't hurt myself if I wanted to. Well, I'm so glad to hear that, Lawrence. And it's really sad that we are to this point. Some people are thinking these thoughts. You know, even when I was bullied in the workplace, not in school. I like to think of myself as I was considered one of the cool kids growing up in school. Maybe I wasn't. I don't know. But I thought I was. And that's all you need, right? As long as you know, you think you're cool and people like you, that's all it's really needed, to be honest. But I was bullied in the workplace. And at the lowest form that it got for me was people who would say to me, they would say to me in private, "Oh my God, this person's a bully, this boss is a bully, and she's really targeting you really hard. I don't know what she has it in for you." And they would agree with me that that I was being bullied, and that it's plain as the nose on her face. You know, it's not like it's confusing or, you know, it's ambiguous. It is out there. But yet, when it really came down to it, you know, really came down to, I guess you can say, the people backing me up, they would sing a different song. They would be like, oh, no, 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 there's really no bullying, or I don't know why he thinks he's being bullied. He's not being bullied. And for a while, that got to me because any good person's going to second guess themselves. They're going to say, wait a minute, am I thinking this the wrong way? Am I really not being bullied? So you got to find yourself and you got to know that, wait, I'm a good person. I'm not going to say someone is bullying me if they're not. That's not the kind of person I am. So this is real. And you got to know that you're not dreaming or you're not hallucinating, that you really are being bullied, even though everyone else is saying, no, 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 you're not, in public, you know, and they're doing that to save their buck because they're weak. But what people don't know is that if everyone at my job site was to turn around and say, yeah, she's bullying us and she's bullying him in particular, and we should all stick together, then they would have got rid of that person. You know, did you leave that job? No, I did not leave that job. What I did, and I'll DM you, and if I don't, hit me up in the DMs. I will DM you. I recorded the bullying going on, and when I recorded that, uh, they fired me, and then I sued them, and I won. And I won the right to have on my record that I left and that I was not terminated. So that's what I did. And so I never left that job, and I wasn't about to, because to me, that's what they want. You know, if you never really know why people are bullying, you know, but to me, it all comes down to color, you know, for me, because that's all that America has shown me, that it's all about color. So I felt that it was because the color of my skin. Um, Now, some people might say, well, that's not true because the person who was bullying you was black, African American. Well, one, she was told from higher up to bully, which is mostly white, racist men. Uh, and also, she is African American, I'm Hispanic. There were rumors going around that she did not like Hispanic people. So that's when it does become color. So if I was to leave, and thank you for joining the show, Ghost, um, it to me, it's something you can't do. When you're being pressured to do something because you're a female, or because of the color of your skin, or because of your religion, or whatever, all of the protected acts, because of your age, and you give up and you just quit, you're enforcing and ensuring that that type of behavior works. That if you bully someone long enough, they will leave your job. So if you don't like someone for whatever reason and you bully them hard enough, they will leave their job. And I wasn't about to do that. My dad went through, Lawrence says, my dad went through similar, and his boss was racist. Yes. Yes. To me, bullying is the new way to discriminate. You know, if you don't like someone because of their religion, their age, their sex, their sexual preference, I don't remember what the other one is. All you have to do. Hello, Danielle. Thank you for joining the show. Please start a Q&A, or continue with the Q&A. Ask me a question, Danielle. Then you let them win if you leave because of that. The best thing is to fight it out. The best thing is to know that you are, like I was saying, you're not hallucinating, that this is truly happening. These people are truly evil. No matter how many people may say to you, oh no, you're not being bullied, or you're, you know, I've been also called the troublemaker. I'm the troublemaker. Okay, whatever. You know, what these people don't understand though is if they stuck together, then we could have changed the behavior in our workplace. And that's really a shame that people don't know that. That really is a shame. So if you want to tell us, oh, Danielle left. Oh, okay. Um, but that's really a shame. That's really a shame that people, back in the day, is why unions were created. They stuck together and they created unions. Husky, how you doing, buddy? They created unions and they knew how to stick together. But now, just the new generation um, is so corrupt. Everything is corrupt. Unions, every government, everything is corrupt, and it's a shame. You know, nothing much, my man. What's up with you, Husky? If you want to start the Q&A, smash that question mark, and let's continue the Q&A. But yeah, it's a shame, and what really gets me is this. I'll tell you a little story, Lawrence. When I was a kid, I had a cousin. We did everything together. You know, we didn't see each other as often because he lived um, in Manhattan and I lived on Long Island in New York, and they're with traffic probably about a good hour away from each other. But um, we did hang out. When we were together, we were inseparable. When we went to Manhattan to hang out with my cousin, we were inseparable. And I can remember one time our cousin, our uncle, telling us, very hypocritically, but telling us that if you smoke when you grow up, you shouldn't do it. Don't smoke when you grow up. And I always hated smoke, the smell of cigarettes and all that. I've always hated that. And my cousin and I both said, no, we're not going to smoke. We're not going to do any of that. It's filthy, it's disgusting. We're not going to do that. And then we, as kids, we made this pledge, shook hands and said, we're going to promise that we're not going to smoke. My cousin grows up, I grow up, and my cousin smokes cigarettes. And it was like, wow, what changed you? What happened? We said when we were kids we're not going to smoke. And my point in that is that a lot of people do that now. They say that they don't like the way the world is. And when they get to be older, they're going to make those changes. And then they get there and they don't. No one liked racism, I'm sure. No one liked it. I'm sure there probably were a few racist people that liked it. But I would like to think that a lot of people didn't. So when they grow up, they're going to make the change, or things are going to be different. But then a lot of them grow up, and they grow up with the same racism as their parents, or the same greed as their parents. And I don't know what it is. And this year is no different. We have the same situation. You have kids that are wanting desperately to change the behavior in schools. A lot of people, there's been a lot of school shootings. We all know that in America. And people want to make that change, and are they going to be able to? I'd be interested to know this generation that's speaking up now and that's being told, oh, you're just kids. You don't understand the world. Maybe kids your age, Lawrence, I don't know. They're telling you, you're just kids, you don't understand the world. When you grow up, you'll see how the world is. And the adults are proving that to be true, as far as I'm concerned, or at least with my generation. We didn't like it, and we grew up and we did the same thing, and now we're doing the same thing. And bullying is at its highest, it's ever been probably in the world. And we're doing the same thing. And how do we change that? That's what I would like to know. How do we change that? I don't know. So I leave you guys with that question. That's going to do it for our episode of Live Feed with your host, Richard Santiago. I want to thank Lawrence for sticking around through the whole show. Thank you, bro. Again, remember, get that playlist to me. and I'll send you that video. So Life Free with your host, Richard Santiago, is brought to you by thebullyexposed.com, a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to helping survivors of bullying. So volunteer, donate, and learn. And also brought to you by the film Dear Bully, which premieres on Vimeo. Say it with me, Lawrence. June 7th, 2019. So get your Vimeo account. Do a search for thebullyexposed.com. Subscribe to our channel so you get information on when the film comes out. Lawrence says, thank you for making an effort to help others. My pleasure, Lawrence. The only thing I know how to do. June 7th. That's right, brother. You got it. All right. So also brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher. For all you moms that are homeschooling and for all you teachers, check out travelingtechteacher.com for all your teacher resources. So remember, anyone can wear the crown, even you, Lawrence. Anyone can be a hero. Be kind to one another, and I will see you all tomorrow morning.